Hey man, shut up. What? The intro going, man. Hey, how you doing? I hope it's good. So today we got some Degeneracy with Atozy. Disrespectful IRL streamer is now getting prison time in Korea. I'm so excited because I don't like you. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like what he does. I don't. So this is gonna make my Sunday. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hopefully we get a good outcome. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a wonderful, peaceful Sunday. I hope you get to accomplish your goal this week. Hope you have a goal this week. If you don't, I hope you set one and accomplish it. Let's get to it.
Things have now somehow got even worse for the most hated IRL streamer out in Korea, as his new charge has a mandatory prison sentence if he's convicted. And considering South Korea has a 99% conviction rate, things aren't looking too hot for him out there. It's safe to say the odds are not in his favor. So he's been a busy guy since the last criminal hearing in South Korea that we flew out to watch. Because it seems like he snapped that night before the trial, and instead of being apologetic and trying to lower his sentence, as you know, he got drunk, he insulted the judge, he insulted the prosecution, and then showed up over an hour late to his own court case drunk. Then of course, after that, he taunted the Korean public in a photo op, which he then shouted out North Korea. He proceeded to then stalk other streamers and get new police reports filed against him, then started streaming himself prank calling the Korean police for $5 donations. Then to end that day of streaming, he removed his clothes and went out and harassed construction workers before getting arrested. And this is all just in the span of like under 2 weeks. And then on top of that, he was also punched in the face again. So clearly, a lot of people are starting to get fed up with his antics. But unfortunately for him, the music will inevitably stop as he just keeps on getting hit with new charge after new charge because he has zero idea how to live.
What's up with the blackboard? Whiteboard? Chalkboard? Dry erase board? The board? What's up with this? I'm worried about the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I get distracted. It's
without being a burden to society.
Can we see the dog?
To make things worse for him, as I mentioned earlier, he's got yet another charge. Because over the last couple of years, South Korea has been making laws cracking down on deepfakes, especially the 18+ ones. And Johnny decided to distribute an 18+ deepfake for profit on his stream because he's a moron that will do anything for attention. An 18+ deepfake for profit on his stream because he's a moron that will do anything.
Oh my goodness. Look at that dog. Oh my goodness. I'm worried about the wrong thing. Listen. 18+ deepfake, I'm gonna assume that that's, you know, stuff, right? So throw away the key. Matter of fact, put him in a cell with a door that never had a key, please.
Anything for attention. So according to Article 14.2 in the Korean law, a person who edits, consolidates, or processes a form that can be used as sexual desire or shame, which is the intention of the person's face, body, or voice in the purpose of an anti-sentiment, he is imprisoned for 7 years or fines up to 15 million won. And you have two, which is editorial, combined product, and price tribute under paragraph, or at the time of editing or the copy of edit in paragraph 1, even if it was not contrary to the intention of the subject, such as this video, an editorial light or replica was reversed against the intention of subject, such as the video and light. The person is sentenced to imprisonment up to 7 years or fine up to 15 million won. But this is the one that really gets him. A person who commits a
$34,000 US. $34,000 US, or 7 years of your life for something that you could have very easily avoided doing. So I hope you get both. I hope you have to do both. I hope he has to do 7 years, right, at a camp where he earns like $1 an hour, right, until he makes this money, like a work camp, you know, until he makes this money. And if it takes longer than 7 years, then you just gonna get some extended time because you gotta pay this back. So
sin under paragraph 2 using information and communication network against the intention of the subject, etc., shall be sentenced to more than 3 years of organic imprisonment. Unfortunately for him, he distributed this over his live stream and potentially through his Discord server as well. So if I understand this correctly, if he's convicted, he's looking at a minimum of 3 years in prison just for this charge. And that's without everything else. Then of course, you have the 99% conviction rate in South Korea, which we stated earlier. So it's safe to say that smile on his face might be wiped soon. Because unfortunately for him, his entire shtick is to harass and annoy people and be as disrespectful as possible, all for the group of 14-year-olds who thinks he's funny. So essentially, he's alienating any sense of goodwill and leniency that he could possibly get from a judge. I have never seen anyone in my life play themselves like this person has. It's actually unbelievable at this point. But Johnny, he has a plan to get out of this.
What we're gonna do is we talk to, because I have two lawyers. I have a public defender and I have a paid lawyer that's helping us with other cases. I have two lawyers.
What?
He has a plan to get out of this.
What we're gonna do is we talk to,
bruh, what type of Looney Tunes mess is this? Why? What is this? Why you got this big old camera? I don't understand.
Because I have two lawyers. I have a public defender and I have a paid lawyer that's helping us with other cases. The public defender said it's a good idea and that me and Hank are going to go to a psychiatrist pretty soon and bring the paperwork. We're going to go to a psychiatrist here in Korea and bring them the paperwork of that. And hopefully he said it can help my case because I am diagnosed as bipolar 2 in America, you know?
I don't think being bipolar can get you out of this one.
Nope.
So according to South Korea's Criminal Act, specifically Article 10, this addresses cases involving individuals with mental disorders. It states that if a person due to a mental disorder is unable to make discriminations of their control of their will, they should not be punished. If their abilities were deficient due to the disorder, the punishment should be mitigated. This is really all up to the evidence and evaluation because it's crucial to demonstrate a clear link between an individual's bipolar disorder and the commission of the crime. And then says the court will consider specific circumstances of the case, including the nature of the crime and the degree of which the individual's mental state was affected by their bipolar disorder at the time of the offense. Even if mental illness is considered a mitigating factor, public safety and the potential recidivism are also important factors that the court must consider when determining an appropriate sentence. So to summarize, it's essential to understand that having bipolar disorder is not an automatic get-out-of-jail-free card in this criminal cases in South Korea. The legal system applies universally, and while mental health can be a factor, it doesn't automatically exempt someone from legal consequences.
But like, wouldn't bipolar be like you chilling and all of a sudden you mad or something happened and your mood switch real quick for no reason? Like, and it's like not warranted. Like you might be mad for somebody saying something that absolutely should not make you mad. And right, so like you could apply that to him, but at the same time you can't because you could say he just was doing that for the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like he was being extra, or he was just making a situation out of nothing for the internet, for his streams, which is what he does. So
this is for their actions. And again, like his largest problem is
lock him up. I want to see him go away in handcuffs. I want to see handcuffs here to the waist, tied to, the handcuff around the waist, with the chain around the waist. I want one going up the back, around that, like suspenders, you know what I'm saying, attached to it. So you know what I'm saying, and then tighten it a little bit so he can't fully stand up all that way. He got to lean down a little bit, you know what I'm saying. And then I want him at the ankles, but I want him close at the ankles, so he got to make little Stewie steps. He can't take long regular strides. No, you got to take little itty bitty steps every time. You little itty bitty steps, your legs gonna cramp up, but you're gonna be all right because you shouldn't have been in this position. You know what I'm saying? It's just until you get to your cell, and anytime you leave your cell,
has been extremely consistent, and he's openly stated exactly why he does this.
Bro, why are you being racist to other people in other countries? Why are you bullying people in other countries?
Valid questions.
For money, like, for clout. I've said it many times. I don't give a f. I have no morals. I'm a sociopath. I don't give a f at all. Like, period. Like, put this in your next YouTube documentary. I don't give a f. Like, I care about nobody but my f***ing self.
It's like, dude, this is going to be really hard to argue in court. But then, of course, people who are around him, they think that he'll be able to leave within a month.
It sounds like within a month, though, you could be out of here.
It is a possibility. It is a possibility.
I mean, like, if everything goes well with the thing, then it should just kind of be resolved, and you should be able to. You've got your passport still, so
It's right here.
Yeah, you should be able to just kind of dip that.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Okay, this guy has to be trolling him, right? There's no way he isn't trolling him with that comment. Because from everyone who I've spoken to who understands Korean law, they believe this is basically impossible. There's clearly a lot of pressure for a sentence here, and I don't even think they're finished hitting the guy with criminal charges. And then to make things even worse for him, streaming has become more challenging for him out there because, as I mentioned earlier, he was punched again recently. And then in the same stream, he also had to flee because the other guy who punched him first, I guess, in Korea, found him.
Jail is coming. Oh, we gotta get the out of here. Go. Leave. Oh, Dagon. No fight. Peace. No fight.
Now you gotta get punched. You better get hit.
No fight. No
Hit him.
fight.
Hit,
I
do
say
it.
stop it still. Yun. I'm body bar.
Do it.
Out. I said. Out. Police help me. Go ahead. Out.
Bruh.
Out. I love you. Chingu. Dagon chingu.
Bro, walk off, bro. Why won't you walk off? The cop is like assisting you walk off. Why won't you walk off? I don't understand.
Come with me now. Come. Taxi.
So he then ran away and came back to the guy making a documentary on him and told them, hey, we got to get a taxi and run.
You talked to Dagon? What did he talk to you?
No, he wasn't speaking clip.
He said Korea. I'm telling you, you're going viral. You're going viral. Let's go.
One sec. Let me.
No, we gotta go taxi now, Alex.
I mean, let's go.
Dangerous. I'm telling you.
That's not good.
Then I guess to
The way
make
y'all
things even
going
worse
viral
for
is
him, it now
awful.
seems like Hank is asking for donations to continue to fund Johnny's life. Because here
Wow.
on Telegram, Hank apparently said, legal fees are very taxing for me. If anyone wants to help out with legal fees, please donate. Also, Johnny has a travel ban. Korea doesn't let him work and doesn't give any support. Johnny is out of money now, and I'm supporting him. There is no choice. He will starve
Bro.
if I don't. Dude, this is the most self-inflicted situation ever. It's safe to say things are just really not going their way, and their entire response is essentially this. Like, it's all a front. Like, all of this is just this. I mean, they couldn't be coping harder for the terrible situation that Johnny put them in, all for just a little bit of internet attention and next to no money. And obviously, now he's getting prison time as well. Congratulations, moron. You completely played yourself. But his next trial date is set for April 7th, if I remember correctly. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Although, from what I know, he's just showing up to enter another plea for the fourth charge that his lawyer asked for an extension on. But I mean, who knows? The guy might turn the trial into a circus show as well. I'm assuming they'll ask for more time to figure out what they're going to do with that fifth charge, as it's a way more serious one. But he's also kind of already given us the game plan there. So I guess only time will tell how that pans out for him, but either way, we'll be covering it, as this is just a fascinating case of someone destroying their own life for some basic internet attention. So hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
If you're still watching the video at this point, I greatly appreciate it. If you have a video and see me react to, please put it in the comments below or add it to the list. And join the Discord. We are drivers. That is the name of our Discord. Link in the description. I enjoy watching Atozy as always. And I hope you have a great day. A beautiful Sunday. All right.
Mm-hmm.